Christ is risen. Christ is risen. Let's try this one. Christ is risen. There we go. Yeah. Good morning and welcome. Welcome here to worship here at Central Presbyterian Church on this Easter Sunday, this day where we get to celebrate Jesus Christ coming out of the tomb because he is risen once again. Wonderful day to be here, seeing you here in the sanctuary as well as those joining us via online. Good to be with you all today. A number of announcements in your bulletins. I'm not going to go over every last one of them. I encourage you to read your bulletins, just not during the sermon. Yes, but a few announcements to highlight. First, next Sunday, worship is going to be a little different, as we are going to have a Lessons and Carols type service, but with an Eastertide theme. So we're going to sing some Easter hymns, hear some Easter scriptures, and I'll also be sharing the stories behind some of these Easter hymns. So this will be a different type of service next week. And then coming up on Saturday, April 18th at 11 a.m., the Presbytery of Genesee Valley will be formally installing me as your pastor in a special worship service. So that is Saturday, April 18th at 11 a.m. There will be a reception to follow. And just because if you come to the installation service does not give you a free pass for missing church on Sunday. Yes. That's coming up. Also, on a personal note, this week I am actually finishing up my move to Geneseo, as I'm finishing the move into the hammocks. So I'll be maybe in and out of the office this week as I deal with some of those final moving logistics. Again, there are a lot more other announcements in your bulletin. I encourage you to take a look at those. As today is a Communion Sunday, I don't offer a pastoral prayer in the service, but I do know that it is sometimes still important that we share our joys and our concerns with one another. So what joys or concerns do we have this day? And I have a microphone, and I see Sue Ann's hand shot up first.
I'd like to thank everyone for remembering our friend Chris in your prayers. They were able to get a hold of the infection and get her home, and then unfortunately she fell on Friday night and broke her hip. Ooh. So she had surgery yesterday. It went well, but please keep Chris Race in your prayers.
So continued prayers for Chris. A joy that the infection was fought successfully, but a concern as she recovers from a hip surgery. Yes. What other joys or concerns? Yes.
Thank you, Pastor Evan. Prayers for a coworker of mine. Her name is Arlene. Lost her husband unexpectedly from a heart attack on Thursday.
Yes. Prayers for Arlene and the rest of her family. They grieve the recent passing of her husband. Any other joys or concerns this day? Yes, I see Leslie. We're going to need to get that microphone passed down to her.
First, Daniel Ely, who had major crisis on Thursday, lost her foot and her side, and she did recover, so we're going into hospice care this week. She's only 40 years old. A young woman. She is my daughter-in-law's sister. And the Ely family and the Adams family would love prayers for her and her kids. Thank you.
Yeah, so what was her name again, Leslie? Danielle. Yes. Yeah, definitely prayers for Danielle and the rest of her extended family. Any other joys or concerns? Oh, up in the balcony. You can speak up. Yes.
Prayers for our daughter-in-law, Lindsay Hunt, who lost her grandmother this Good Friday. So we're hoping that the family makes it through everything this weekend. And our joy, that's our star. Our joy is our son Garrison came home for the week. So yay!
Yes, so definitely prayers for Lindsay, and a joy to have Garrison here with us. Yes. Any other joys or concerns? I'm pretty full on concerns. Do we have some joys? Yes, Kathy.
One is a concern. A friend of mine, Deb, was diagnosed this week with breast cancer. So we're just praying that it's the type that can be treated quickly and easily. And it is a joy that Betsy Matthews is home and she's recovering and keeping Tom under control.
Yes, a joy that prayers for Deb, and a joy that Betsy's home, and also prayers for sanity for Tom. That honey-do list is going to get longer by the day, I'm sure. Yes. Yes, Liz.
I have a joy. My grandson, or our grandson, is getting married tomorrow. It's a little bit unusual, but we are hoping that it will be a blessed event.
Yes. And what's your grandson's name? Liz?
Eric.
Eric. Yes, a joy that Eric is getting married tomorrow, and prayers that it all goes swimmingly. Yes. Yes. Well, friends, let us, as we turn our hearts and minds to prepare for worship, let us first take a deep cleansing breath. Some of you I know may need a second deep cleansing breath, so go ahead and take that second deep cleansing breath. Let us remember those names that we have lifted up in our prayers. Let us put the stresses of the past week aside. Let us put the anxieties of the week ahead aside as we prepare our hearts and our minds for worship, as we listen to our prelude.